Facebook, Anthony Paul, one of the senior instructors here at Aikido of Virginia Beach and the Iwama Warriors on YouTube. All right, last two videos we talked about was the Ariminage into, we talked about the traditional Ariminage from the Shomanuchi. We talked about the traditional Morihei Ueshiba into a Rokkyo, and then we went into what might happen more likely out on the street. Somebody comes up and grabs your shoulders with the Ryokata. All right, what we're going to talk about now is the Rokkyo. I talked about it a little bit in the last video. We're going to go into that. All right, we'll talk about somebody who's compliant, how you deal with your partner, your uke, right? That relationship inside the dojo, and then we'll talk about somebody out on the street who attacks you. Again, being in that moment, that violence of action, right? Controlled violence of action whenever you're dealing with an attacker on the street, right? So, awesome. All right, so as he comes in, he's going to do a ski. All right, he's skiing at me. I'm stepping back, getting off that line, bringing this up, almost like I'm going to do an Ikkyo. Right? He skis. I'm going to go into a Rokkyo, bring us down low for my center. As I'm doing that, I'm stepping right in front of his center, bring us into mine. Right? I pull us in, getting connected, my elbow on top of his, right, landing into that pin. Right? And he's going to tap. Right again. Bring us in, making him tap. Right? So the pin can go a little further. Down, bring your whole body into it. Right? Sink way into that pin. His shoulders into the mat. I'm pressing against his elbow, right? And I'm pushing my uke in. Now, if they decide they're non-compliant or they continue to try to get up and try to attack you on the street as he skis, bring in here again. Bring us in here. All right. If he goes, say I'm not doing it properly, or it doesn't affect him. He's really hard-headed. He goes to reach for my gi or something, or he goes to grab me. That point, grab this elbow, step back, right? Drop that, and you can go into a pin. That point, you're not going to be nice. You can walk the arm this way, you can bring it down on here, and take that shin across the top of the neck. Right? Another thing to end that altercation, and it's going to end it really quick. Same setup. Here, right? He's still not compliant. All right, he goes to reach this time. I come in, strike with the knee, bringing him straight back. All right. I'm not going to let him roll over. I'm going to keep his pressed here, put my knee right on top of him. All right, if he continues to reach, right, press that arm down. You have him pinned right here. All right. More direct. All right, we always teach in Aikido, hands in front of your center, hands in front of your center, right? Somebody comes at you and they're attacking you right in your mouth. Hands shouldn't go up here, right? I'm like, hey, take my money, please. Right? I worked my butt off for it, take it. No. I worked for it, I'm going to keep it, right? I could be with my family, my friends. I could be with anybody, right? Somebody, stranger on the street, walking next to you and they go to attack you and they bolt off, right? Or they freak out and they don't know what to do. So hands in front of your center, right? About chest height. All I'm doing is I can step back, right? If I'm laid on it, I can step back, receive it, bring us into a Rokkyo. Right? Very quick, very effective. Right? If I'm paying attention, I'm going to enter in with him. Hey! I'm going to continue to turn or tenkan until I have him. Right, again, slow down. So, again, if I'm late, I'm going to slide back or I can step back. Right? I can step back here and turn, right? And continue to turn into a pin. Depending on the situation, I can enter in as well. Right? My hands are in a perfect place. Right, again, slow down. So as he skis, my hands are here, I slide. Right? He's aiming, I'm giving him a target. I slide in, right? Pressing here, pulling here. So push and pull. Right? Step back into that Rokkyo pin. You have him. Same thing, he gets non-compliant, grab that elbow, you can throw him backwards, come in with a knee strike. Right, this is a perfect opportunity. He's grabbing, he's doing whatever, he pulls a knife, he pulls a gun, come in, strike to the nose, right? Hard to soft. Right to the nose, it's gonna incapacitate them. Odds are they're not getting up. If you've ever been hit in the nose, you know what it feels like. Right? So again, he comes in, enter in. And following through. And just continue to move with your uke. Right? Now, when you're doing this inside the dojo, inside the four walls, somebody new doing it, slow it down. William, or OG here, you know, he's been training in Aikido for a while, and we train together all the time. So I understand what his level is, he knows what my level is. You know, I can tell him to slow it down, speed it up, or whatever. Somebody just learning the technique as he attacks, right? Sliding in. Make sure you have it right, right? You should be right on that tricep and right on the front of the hand, right? Or right by the hand. Step back, pull this in, dropping that center. A familiar pin we do, or a common pin we do, is a 3 palms pin. That's almost what you're doing here is that 3 palms pin, except standing and submitting your partner. All right, again, train at the level with your partner. That's all we got. Keep following us on YouTube and Facebook. There's gonna be tons of videos to come because there's so many more videos out there. For every 5 or 10 Aikido videos showing that we're a real martial art and we're not damn ballroom dancing, there's probably maybe 100 to 200 videos out there trying to say Aikido's, you know, this, that, and the other. It's internet trolls, right? There's people even going as far as dressing up as Aikidoka, performing the techniques horribly and looks like straight crap, right? And you can see by their uniform, either they got them from a dollar store, they went to their mom and pop store, they went and got it from a Halloween store. They're trying to prove Aikido doesn't work, but it does when used correctly. Train, right? We train in here all the time. We find ways to make a technique work. How can we apply this out there? I ask students all the time. I'll ask OG, I'll ask Jeff, I'll ask Linda, I'll ask everybody. It's like, hey, I'll even go as far as ask my kids, hey, how would this work out there? If a bully came up and grabbed you in school, how would this work? Right? We got some of those videos coming up too. We already posted some with some of our kid Aikidokas performing a Yokomanuchi Kaitenage. Right? We don't really do that all that, especially in Urawaza. So we're going to see a lot more practical applications from the kids, mainly the teen class, and a lot more to come from the adults. So again, I'm Anthony Paul, Aikido of Virginia Beach, and Iwama Warriors.